All right, let's talk about something that's probably on your mind, the job interview. It's changing, like really fast, all thanks to AI. If you want to land that dream job, you can't just walk in with a firm handshake anymore. You got to know the new playbook. So let's get into it and figure out exactly how you can dominate this whole new world of hiring.
So, here's the big question, right? Is some robot, some line of code going to be the one to decide if you get your next job? I mean, it sounds kind of terrifying, doesn't it? But honestly, the reality is a little more complex. And believe it or not, if you know what you're doing, you can actually use this to your advantage.
Okay, so the most important thing to get your head around is this. It's not a fight, you know? It's not AI versus humans. Think of it more like a team-up. AI is incredible at the boring, heavy lifting stuff. I'm talking about sifting through thousands of resumes in minutes. But that final call, the "you're hired," that still rests on those things only a person can bring to the table. Empathy, understanding the bigger picture, that gut feeling.
And that brings us to the new reality of hiring. So let's talk about the new interview gatekeeper, a synergistic blend. It's not a robot takeover, it's a new system. And once you understand it, you can totally own it.
So what are we actually talking about here? It's called the hybrid interview model. It's basically the future. You've got AI's crazy fast data skills on one side, and on the other, you have that human touch that you just can't replace. The smartest companies? They're not picking one. They're using both. And that means for you as a candidate, you've got to be ready to shine in both worlds.
Okay, so how do you actually get ready for this? This is where it gets fun, seriously. Forget seeing AI as this big, scary hurdle. We're going to flip that script. We're going to make AI your own personal training ground, your secret weapon.
Let's get tactical. Here's your 4-step AI warm-up. First, get a tool like ChatGPT to throw some really tough specific questions at you. Questions you'll actually get for the role you want. Step 2, don't just wing your answers. Use a framework like STAR, that's situation, task, action, result, and then get the AI to give you instant feedback on how clear you are. Step 3 is super cool. You can actually get AI to listen for your weak spots, like if you're using too many ums and ahs. And finally, step 4, simulate the whole thing. A full-on panel interview, right from your desk. This is literally a game changer for getting prepped.
And why go through all this? Because the payoff is huge. This isn't about just memorizing lines so you sound like a robot. No, it's about building the real skills that make you stand out. When you practice with AI, you build real confidence, you get way better at thinking on your feet, and your answers become sharp and precise. These are the things that separate someone who just gets through an interview from someone who absolutely dominates it.
Okay, so you've trained with the machine. Your answers are crisp, you're prepared for anything, you're ready. But now what? Because after you pass the AI screening, you have to connect with the human on the other side of the table. And that's a whole different ballgame.
And this is where you can really set yourself apart. In a world where everyone is using AI to prep, mastering that human connection, that's your superpower. It's the thing they can't automate.
So what's in the toolkit for this? Well, it's all about storytelling, being authentic. It's about building that rapport through real empathy. You got to be able to read the room, adapt how you're communicating, and not get flustered when you're facing a whole panel of people. And get this, you can even take what you learned from the AI screening and use it to be even better when you're talking to a real person.
Let me be super clear on this. When you're finally sitting across from that hiring manager, your single most valuable asset is your emotional intelligence. The AI already checked the boxes on your skills. Now, it's your ability to connect, to build that genuine rapport that makes them lean back and think, yeah, this is the person we need on our team.
Getting good at this two-part dance isn't just about acing your next interview. It's bigger than that. It's about becoming a future-proof candidate, someone who can thrive no matter what comes next. So let's take a peek at what's on the horizon.
So, what's coming? Well, get ready for things like multimodal assessments. That's where AI is looking at your video, listening to your voice, and reading your words all at once. The AI is also getting smarter, adapting its questions on the fly based on what you say. The silver lining? Companies are really starting to care about making this whole thing a better experience for you, mixing that AI speed with a human touch. And of course, as everything goes global, being digitally and culturally savvy is a must. The bottom line for you through all this? You've got to keep learning. It's just not optional anymore.
So if you remember one thing from all of this, let it be this. Success today boils down to a dual skill set. You need to be precise and clear enough for the AI to understand you,
And you need to have that deep interpersonal finesse to really connect with the humans. You need both, period.
Look, the interview is evolving at lightning speed. We've laid out the playbook, the tools are right there at your fingertips. So the only real question left is, are you? Thanks for tuning in.